Fundamentals Chapter 7. The Treatment Room. Learning Objectives. After completing this chapter, you will be able to explain why treatment room preparation is an integral part of providing treatments. Review the elements of an esthetician's professional appearance. Outline essential room and station structural features. Describe the ideal ambience, furniture, and equipment for facials. Properly manage treatment room supplies and products. Be able to set up a facial treatment area, such as a facial bar or station. Prepare the treatment room for services. Properly clean and disinfect the treatment room. Perform pre- and post-service procedures to meet safety and health requirements. Explain why treatment room preparation is an integral part of providing treatments. This chapter is designed to help estheticians learn to properly prepare the treatment room or facial bar station for services as an integral part of giving treatments. Figure 7.1. Treatment room setup includes choosing and properly installing and arranging furniture, equipment, supplies, and products. Included in this chapter are easy-to-use checklists and advice for setting up, cleaning and disinfecting, and keeping the room well stocked. Whether you intend on becoming a salon or spa owner, being a member of an aesthetic staff, or performing treatments at a spa or salon on a freelance basis, maintaining the highest standards in professionalism, personal hygiene, and image, as well as following proper protocol, is vital to your success. After the facial service, it is critical to follow proper cleaning and disinfection protocols to prepare the treatment room or station for the next client. Figure 7.1. Estheticians should study and have a thorough understanding of the treatment room because it is essential to provide a consistent, comfortable, relaxing, and clean environment for the client. Planning and preparing a well-stocked and organized room is necessary to function efficiently and provide good service. Complying with your state board regulations regarding the cleanliness of the treatment rooms assures your safety as well as your clients'. You will feel confident if you are organized and prepared by maintaining a professional appearance and demeanor and an organized environment. Review the elements of an esthetician's professional appearance. Making a good first impression is important in any business setting. Your success depends on many factors, including your image and attitude. An esthetician's appearance and professionalism reflect on the business. Practicing good hygiene, dressing professionally, and having a neat appearance all convey a polished image. Figure 7.2. Additionally, employers, coworkers, and clients appreciate working with someone who has a positive attitude. This positive attribute will contribute favorably to the team. Being dependable and providing excellent customer service is imperative. Professionalism includes being prepared, that is, taking the initiative to plan enough time to set up the room before the day begins. Plan on arriving at least 30 minutes prior to the start of your shift to make sure your room is well stocked and that all your electrical equipment is in working order. You will project a calm, confident image if you and your treatment room or station are clean, organized, and fully prepared for you to provide treatments. Refer to Milady Standard Foundations Chapter 2, Professional Image, for more information on professionalism. Figure 7.2. Convey a positive attitude along with a credible image that conveys your knowledge and professionalism. Professional Image Checklist. Your job is to provide skincare services and to recommend professional home care to your client in order to support the services you provide. To accomplish this, you must portray a credible image that conveys your knowledge and professionalism, as well as reflects the professionalism and cleanliness of the work establishment. Consider these points when assessing your appearance. Well-groomed hair. Hair should be clean and neatly styled and pulled back if worn long. A good cut and color are key to a professional appearance in aesthetics. Be diligent about keeping hair in healthy condition. Healthy, beautiful hair is linked to healthy, beautiful skin. Keep hair up and away from clients at all times during treatment. Never let your hair brush against your client's skin. Minimal accessories. Jewelry should be kept to a minimum, no jangling bracelets, dangling earrings, long necklaces, or large rings. Skin. A professional esthetician's skin is a reflection of their own expertise and the proficiency of their skincare establishment. We must be a reflection of the skincare industry by using professional skincare and taking care of our skin. Well-groomed nails. Short nails are a must so that the client is never scratched. Well-manicured, short nails with no polish or light polish are acceptable in most working environments. Makeup. Wear makeup to reflect the image of the spa or salon you are working for. Light makeup is acceptable with well-groomed brows. Proper uniform. Your lab coat, scrubs, uniform, or apron should be spotless, freshly laundered, crisp, and ironed. Comfortable, closed-toed shoes, in accordance with your state board guidelines, are also part of the uniform. Positive energy and a healthy lifestyle. A genuine smile, good posture, eye contact, and an engaging handshake will convey that you have a positive attitude, vitality, and energy. Energy may be hard to come by with a busy schedule. One way to maintain it is with healthy eating and drinking plenty of water. Working on multiple clients relies on having plenty of energy throughout your shift. The last client should have the same experience as the first client of the day. Rest, relaxation, hobbies and healthy eating will assist the esthetician to have longevity in the spa industry. Check-in. What are the essential qualities necessary to convey professionalism? What 6 elements constitute a professional image? Outline essential room and station structural features. Aside from aesthetically pleasing interior design, a properly constructed and equipped treatment room or area is an essential part of a successful business. Figure 7.3. The most important structural features in a treatment room or area are outlined in the following section. Structural features. Size. The treatment room or area should be large enough to ensure proper movement of the esthetician in the space. Neither the professional nor the client should ever feel cramped. Did you know? Successful skin treatments are not confined to a treatment room. You can expect treatment room sizes will vary, especially with the influx of the rental studio prototypes, pop-up shops, and mobile spas. Proper ventilation. A properly ventilated workspace ensures a healthy esthetician and healthy clients. The Occupational Safety and Health Association, OSHA, provides important guidelines for ventilation in regards to nail service rooms and areas, as well as the use of formaldehydes in hair care. But proper ventilation is also key for the health of the skincare practitioner as well as the client. Fumes from skincare treatments, as well as cleaning and disinfecting materials, must be properly eliminated. Air vents must be present in the room, providing air input and output. This means 2 separate vents. These vents must be properly functioning and calibrated for 2 or more people within the room. Electrical outlets. With the use of more and more machines as well as electronic devices within the treatment room or area, the proper number of electrical outlets, with subsequent appropriate electrical service capability, is essential to the proper functioning of the treatment room or area. Treatment rooms should have a minimum of 4 separate electrical outlets. Avoid the use of extension cords or multiple plug appliances within the room, as these can overheat and become a fire hazard. Always be sure that no wires are in your way or in the way of the client. Running water. Having a sink within the treatment rooms and a separate shower area is ideal for a full-service skincare salon. It is essential for the thorough removal of facial and body products, proper hand washing, and proper cleansing and disinfection of the work areas. Many spas and salons today do not have a sink in the room. The access to water may be in the hall or break room area. In these cases, a hot towel cabinet and bringing in 2 bowls of water will alleviate any need to leave the treatment room on multiple occasions during a facial treatment. Washable flooring and workstation surfaces. Carpeting or rugs can harbor germs and dirt, therefore, treatment room flooring and workstation surfaces, including treatment tables and chairs, need to be easily washable and able to tolerate daily washing with antimicrobial cleansers without degrading. Flooring and workstation areas should be tile or stone, re-engineered wood, bamboo or vinyl, while facial chairs and stools should be made of non-absorbent washable synthetic materials. Proper lighting. Dim lights may help relax the client and set the mood for the treatment, but the lighting should be able to be increased or decreased during skin analysis and product removal. Light fixtures should also be able to be adjusted to point up toward the ceiling or down. Uplighting provides the most efficient light for a treatment room, and also helps create a better aesthetic atmosphere. Check in. What are the key structural features to look for in a skincare treatment room or area? What kind of vents must be present in a treatment room? What is the minimum number of electrical outlets in a treatment room? Of what type of materials should flooring and workstations be made? Describe the ideal ambience, furniture, and equipment for facials. The first 7 seconds of a potential client's initial encounter with your spa is critical to conveying your professional image. Activity. Spa experience. Think about what you would like to see when walking into a salon or spa. What does the reception area look like? What about the treatment room, dressing room, or even the restroom? Think about the lighting, music, scent, temperature, and taste. List 5 items that would give the client a great first impression. Ambience. The ambience, including the sight, sound, smell, and feel of your spa, plays a factor in selling your facility and services to potential customers. Figure 7, 4A and B. Figure 7, 4. The proper spa environment should engage all 5 of the senses. As learned, proper lighting is key to illuminating a well-designed spa environment. The music selection that has spa sounds will add a definitive flavor to your spa's identity. Temperature is very important as well to keep clients feeling warm enough in the treatment room, or properly cooled if it is hot outside. Scent is crucial in a spa environment. Stale or foul odors can imply lack of proper cleaning and disinfection, while overly chemical smells can be off-putting. Scents should be soothing and natural. Finally, a spa or salon should not overlook the sense of taste. Offer naturally flavored waters and small healthy snacks for refreshment in the reception area to promote the energy and well-being of your clients. All these engagements will heighten the client's positive perception of the spa. Room aesthetics is vital to creating a relaxing, professional atmosphere. Treatment room furnishings can range from the basics to high-end designer equipment. Relaxing colors, music, and decor are preferable in a spa. When setting up a room for treatments, think about the services you will perform and how you will work at the station. Another consideration is how comfortable the client will be on the treatment table. Be sure to consider the needs of all genders as well. Ensuring client safety and following health regulations are the 2 most important considerations before, during, and after treatments. Caution. A workstation that is uncomfortable for the body could cause neck, back, and hand problems over time. Facial equipment and machines are discussed in Chapter 10, Facial Devices and Technology. A checklist of furniture and equipment. Equipment for the facial treatment consists of the following items. Figure 7, 5. A. Treatment table, also called a facial chair, table, or bed. A treatment table may come equipped to have adjustable height, removable headrests, adjustable head and footrests, electrical controls, and built-in electrical outlets. B. Esthetician's chair, or operator's stool. The esthetician's stool needs to be ergonomically correct, healthy for the body and spine. Make sure it is both adjustable and comfortable for you while you perform services and that it can roll around easily. You need to adjust the chair so that it is waist height to the treatment table. This will ensure that you will not be working at an awkward angle to the client while you are sitting. See the section titled Ergonomics in the Treatment Room. An incorrect angle can cause injury to the client, while constant repetitive movements at the wrong height can cause neck and back problems for the esthetician. C. Step stool. If you do not have an electric treatment bed or table, a step stool helps clients get on and off the bed safely. Make sure the stool is stable. Assist clients if they need help. D. Trolley or utility cart. A cart holds tools, supplies, and products. This can be a stationary table or roll cart. Magnifying lamp or light. To properly analyze a client's skin, you need magnification and good light. A magnifying lamp provides both of these attributes and is necessary for use during many parts of procedures, especially extractions. A magnifying lamp gives you a clear view of the skin, and also protects you from exposure to debris from procedures such as extractions. Because of optical sensitivity, always place cotton pads over the client's eyes when using the lamp. To properly analyze a client's skin, a 3 or 5 diopter lens magnification and good light is sufficient. A magnifying lamp with a circular bulb, rotating head, and mobile base is ideal so that you can angle the lamp properly to examine the client's skin to determine type and condition, as well as treat skin. Caution: an ultraviolet (UV) sanitizer unit does not disinfect tools and is used only for storage after tools have been disinfected. Steamer. Steam is part of a standard facial procedure. Follow the manufacturer's advice on what water to use in the steamer and make sure it is UL approved. Clean the steamer daily. Facial steaming aids in the deep cleansing effect of the facial and should be performed before extractions. Skip on sensitive or rosacea-prone skin. Galvanic, high-frequency, brush, vacuum, and spray machines. These can be either individual machines or multifunctional machines all on one stand. All jewelry should be removed from the client and esthetician before treatments. Towel warmer, or hot cobby. Hot towel cabinets keep warm, moist towels ready for use throughout the day in the skincare treatment room. Moist towels can be used to remove products from the skin during a facial and body treatments. Closed, covered waste container for trash, a fire-retardant receptacle, metal, with a self-closing lid and foot pedal is required for preventing contamination, especially if disposing of chemical waste material. Closed, covered laundry hamper with foot pedal is ideal for preventing contamination. A sink or basin for water is essential in a treatment room. You should always have access to clean water during treatments. Figure 7.5. Additional items. These are some additional items that may be in your treatment room. Wax heater. The wax heater is an electric warming device used for soft wax, paraffin, and hard wax applications. Figure 7.6. It is usually kept activated during the day for walk-ins or unexpected requests. Waxing is discussed in Chapter 11, Hair Removal. Figure 7.6. Autoclave. An autoclave is a sterilizer for implements, meaning it completely kills all microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, viruses, and bacterial spores. Figure 7.7. An autoclave sterilizes by providing pressurized steam. Reusable implements need to be sterilized between treatments. Use disposable supplies to avoid the chance of cross-contamination. While this piece of equipment may be costly, there are now relatively inexpensive models available. While autoclaves may not be required in every state, check your state board. You should self-mandate use of these sterilizers. They are worth the investment. They assure your clients of the quality of your services and salon or spa. Figure 7.7. Sharps disposal container. A Sharps disposal container is a puncture-proof biohazard container for disposal of lancets, syringes, needles, and other sharp objects that can be used during procedures. Figure 7.8. Follow OSHA and state regulations for proper disposal. Not all facilities perform services that require a Sharps disposal container. Figure 7.8. A small handheld mirror for the client to see before and after treatment results is beneficial to their service. Figure 7.9. Figure 7.9. Binder for safety data sheets, SDS. These forms should be kept in a binder or on the computer within the treatment room for easy access when needed. Figure 7.10. See focus on, what are SDSs? Figure 7.10. Focus on. What are SDSs? Safety data sheets, or SDSs, are informational forms regarding every skincare product, retail and professional, used in the salon. They include the product name, product code, ingredients, relevant use of the substance, cosmetic/skincare, restrictions on use, example, on skin as directed on product label, details of product supplier and address, and emergency contact information, example, phone number of the manufacturer. They also give details such as the identification of any hazardous substances, precautionary statements, first aid measures, accidental release measures, proper handling, and storage. Although skincare ingredients are fairly innocuous, standard procedures require that these sheets also provide information on exposure control, physical and chemical properties, stability and reactivity, and toxicological, ecological, disposal, and regulatory information, both national and international. Ergonomics in the treatment room. Ergonomics is the study of adapting work conditions to suit the worker. The equipment and the positions we use should be healthy for the spine and other parts of the body. Adjust the treatment table height, if possible. When setting up, remember: align the stool with the treatment table for the correct height and position to perform services. The esthetician's feet should be flat on the floor, and hands should be below chest level. A good stool with back support is essential for aesthetic work. It is worth paying a little more for a well-padded and quality stool. The room setup should be comfortable for the esthetician to avoid strain on the hands, body, and back, figure 7-11. No part of your body should be touching the client except your hands and perhaps arms during the service. Arrange the supply cart or counter as close to the treatment table as possible. When reaching for a product or implement, or to adjust equipment, get up out of the chair. Do not overstretch your back to reach for something. Be aware of the position of your back and remind yourself to sit up straight. Pay attention to your posture. Stretching and loosening up the hands before and after working is helpful in maintaining the health and flexibility of the wrists and hands. In between clients, stretch and take 12 deep breaths. Focus on exercises for strengthening the hands and wrists. Servicing several clients in a day is great for your bank account but tough on your hands. Hands and wrists have to remain strong and flexible to perform multiple functions such as massage, extractions, and deep cleansing, and can suffer from fatigue after a full day of performing treatments. Strengthen hands and wrists by squeezing a stress ball once a day. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, then relax your grip. Repeat for 1 minute, then rest. Repeat for a total of 3 times on one hand, then switch hands. Try to build up your endurance to 90 seconds. Costs of starting your own business. After reviewing the list of furniture and equipment required, you may be curious about what costs are involved in setting up a spa or salon business. When deciding whether or not to open your own skincare salon or spa, many factors come into consideration, not least of them being cost. When estimating cost, it is important to break down everything you will need and the cost associated with that need. Pricing fluctuates from area to area and spas come in all shapes and sizes. Research the supplies and equipment costs to determine what you would need to spend to set up your own room. Consider Tanya's story as an example of the importance of research and cost estimating. Tanya is considering building a new facility and the cost in her location is $225 to $375 per square foot, with a minimum space requirement of 1,500 square feet, figure 7-12. That means $450,000 for the salon or spa space. After some research, the cost for the equipment in the treatment room, excluding any reception and retail areas, adds up to between $6,400 to $9,200. She took into consideration the treatment table, mobile facial bar, workstation, the facial stool, hot towel cabinet and single-use and multi-use items to start. Figure 7-12. Tanya has now estimated the startup cost to build her own facility to be between $456,400 to $459,200. She can now make a more informed decision between building or renting in her area. This is an exercise that any esthetician can do to determine what you would need to spend to set up your own room. Check in. What are the two most important factors to consider when furnishing a treatment room? What are the two main functions of a magnifying lamp? What is a sharps container? Why do laundry hampers and trash receptacles ideally need to be pedal activated with closed lids? Properly manage treatment room supplies and products. Part of your success as an esthetician involves properly managing supplies. Like a great chef, having a clean, uncluttered workspace with all the items you need to perform the service easily within reach is key to performing a successful treatment or procedure. Figure 7.13. If you have to stop a procedure to find supplies, it decreases the client's satisfaction. Also, supplies such as facial masks, moisturizers, and other high-end products can be costly, so proper inventory control is important to either helping sustain your employer's business or keeping to your own budget if you are self-employed. Figure 7.13. Did you know? Try placing your products in order of use from left to right if right-handed or right to left if left-handed. Having your products in order of use will assist you if the spa room light is dimmed. Supplies can be multi-use, as in sheets or a handheld mirror, or single-use, such as a cotton swab or lancet. Single-use items must be disposed of immediately after use in a closed-lid trash can or sharps container. Proper storage is necessary to keep items clean and sterile, so they must be kept in clean, covered, labeled containers. If supplies and products are not kept in the treatment room or at workstations, then they are typically kept in a dispensary or storage closet, which is a separate room for storing supplies. Figure 7.14. For proper inventory control, please adhere to the salon or spa's policy on removing items from the supply closet or dispensary for stocking treatment rooms or stations. Different setups require different numbers of towels and/or cotton supplies. Each instructor or manager will have a special setup procedure to follow. The following section presents an example of what is needed for a basic facial. Refer to the waxing and makeup chapters to set up for those services. Figure 7.14. Facial treatment supplies and implements. Implements are tools used to perform your services and are either multi-use or single-use. Multi-use implements, also known as reusable implements, must be properly cleaned and disinfected after use on one client and prior to use on another. Multi-use implements include the following: a bed warmer, optional; a bolster for back support, placed under the knees; a handheld mirror; a pillow or rolled hand towel for neck support; an extraction tool such as a cum-done extractor; blankets to cover the client; bowl or basin for water; client chart and home care prescription card/pad or computer for database; client gown/wrap for the client to change into; facial kits; glass or plastic containers to hold cotton pads or other supplies; linens such as sheets and face and hand towels, either cloth or disposable; rubber mixing bowls to warm or mix product in; metal spatulas to disperse products from jars; retail product brochures; scissors; tongs to handle hot towels and retrieve clean items. Figure 7.15. Tweezers. Figure 7.15. Use tongs to handle hot towels. Single-use items. Single-use items are disposable and can be used only once. This supply usage depends on your facility and may include the following. Figure 7.16. Client headband to protect the hair and hold it out of the way. 2 inches by 2 inches, 5 centimeters times 5 centimeters, aesthetics wipes, for cleaning and for product application. 4 inches by 4 inches, 10 centimeters times 10 centimeters, aesthetics wipes or single-use sponges to remove product from the skin. Sponges are porous and cannot be disinfected or reused. Disposable hair wraps/protective caps. Disposable lancets, see state regulations for extraction rules. Disposable vinyl or nitrile gloves. Latex is not recommended, as many people are allergic to latex and oil can break down the latex, compromising the protection of the gloves. Fan and mask brushes to apply masks or massage lotions. Note, because brushes are porous, they cannot be disinfected. Brushes should be disposable. Fragrance-free tissues, which are available in medical supply stores or online, and can make a significant difference in the treatments. These do not contain fragrance or dyes, so do not cause reactions on the skin. Gauze squares for use with certain facial treatments. Makeup sponges for applying makeup post-procedure and for applying product. Paper towels. Personal service towels, PST, to drape clients and to keep work area clean. Plastic liners for electric mittens and booties. Sealable plastic bag for proper disposal of single-use items. Sterile cotton swabs for performing extractions. It is important that these are sterile when using for extraction. Can have wooden handles for extra strength. Wax supplies, see Chapter 11, Hair Removal. Did you know? Product pumps are a great idea for ease in dispensing, inventory control, and preventing contamination. Many manufacturers provide pumps with professional back bar-sized products. If not, consider using single-dose applications. Products. Products are the main ingredients in performing services. Chapter 6, Skincare Products, Chemistry, Ingredients, and Selection, addresses the guidelines for choosing products. Have the correct products for all client services on hand, Figure 7:17. Some of the basic products used in facials include the following. Body massage creams. Body oil. Cleanser. Desincrustation solution. Essential oils. Exfoliants, mechanical, chemical. Eye cream. Eye pads. Face massage cream or lotion. Facial peel kits. Galvanic gel to be used with galvanic treatment. Hand cream. Lip balm. Makeup remover. Masks, cream, mud/clay, seaweed, sheet, paraffin. Moisturizer, cream, lotions, gel. Serums and ampoules. Sunscreens. Toner and astringent. Check-in. Why is it important to stock and organize supplies prior to treating your clients? How are multi-use supplies different from single-use supplies? How do you dispose of single-use supplies? Be able to set up a facial treatment area, such as facial bar or station. Many salons and spas are now utilizing a facial station or facial bar concept in their facilities in addition or in place of treatment rooms. These are treatment areas within the reception or retail area of the facility, usually located within 20 feet of the front door to allow for maximum visibility. Intensive peels, full facial or body treatments that include extensive extractions, and full body massage are not performed in this space. Express or mini shortened facial treatments such as eye treatments and facial sheet masks, men's treatments such as beard facials, and even targeted body treatments such as hand and foot treatments, can be performed at these stations. The client does not need to disrobe or change for these treatments, and not all equipment and supplies are needed. Sheet masks continue to show growth in popularity, and are particularly well suited for the facial bar environment in that they do not require mixing, and can be performed in conjunction with other services, Figure 7:18. The facial bar or station will consist of a workstation or several workstations. Each workstation should be set up in an orderly way with all of the products and items needed. Be sure the stations are fully supplied, which ensures a smooth transition between clients and maintains the cleanest environment for you and your clients. Here's a list of the abbreviated supplies. Facial chair. Magnifying lamp. Consultation chart. Unscented facial tissues. Gloves. Aesthetics wipes. Disposable headbands. Hand sanitizer. Spatulas. Closed-lid garbage cans. Disposable towels. Rubber mixing bowls. Small bowls. Bottled water for quick water changes. Handheld mirror. Makeup sponges for application of masks and makeup. Facial cape to drape the client. Cotton swabs. trolley or workstation set up with aforementioned products listed. Figure 7:18. Check in. How is a facial station or bar different from a treatment room? What treatments are not performed at a facial station or bar? Prepare the treatment room for services. Before setting up the room, refer to the setup checklist that the facility uses. Look at your schedule to see what supplies are needed. Remember, walk-ins or add-on clients can be added at any time. If specified, put the clean laundry away. Figure 7:19. Have the client's chart notes ready, and review the product retail consultation forms if applicable. After practicing for a while, you will find that setting up becomes easier. The following guidelines are for a standard facial setup. It takes approximately 10 minutes to set up for a service and 10 to 15 minutes to clean up after a service. A checklist of equipment, supplies, and single-use items are also summarized in Chapter 8, Facial Treatments. Once you have gathered all that you need for treatments, you can start setting up. Perform Procedure 7-1, Pre-Service, Preparing the Treatment Room on page 284. Figure 7:19. Setting out single-use items. Single-use items are kept in clean, covered containers, drawers, or closed cupboards to prevent contamination. After washing your hands, dispense only the amount needed for the service. Use clean forceps or tongs to retrieve additional supplies during a service. Set out single-use supplies on a clean towel in the order they will be used. Do not put clean or soiled supplies on bare counter surfaces. Contaminated, single-use items must be disposed of properly in a covered waste receptacle. Activity. Perfect timing. Time yourself to see how fast you can set up the workstation for a facial. See if you can set up from memory after practicing for a while. Arranging the products. Set out the treatment products in order of the procedure application: cleanser, massage cream or lotion, mask, toner, moisturizer, and other products as determined by the client's skin analysis. Setting up the dressing area. Set up the dressing room for the client. If possible, it is more efficient to have the client change in a room separate from the treatment room, so that the room can be reset easily between clients. See individual chapters on facial treatments and waxing to review the protocol for each treatment, but the following are general guidelines. Arrange a place for the client to sit while changing. Have a clean robe or spa wrap hanging on a hook on the door or folded on a small table for the client to change into. Figure 7:20. Figure 7:20. Get water or tea ready for the client, and have a client chart and release form prepared. Remember to explain to the client where to put their personal belongings, including jewelry and purse, and how to put on the spa wrap. Never touch the client's jewelry or assist them with the removal of the jewelry. Explain to the client how to get into the bed and where to position their head. Explain exactly what clothes need to be removed and how to put the gown on. This can vary from treatment to treatment. For a facial bar, no clothing will need to be removed. Some clients have not had a facial or wax service and do not know exactly what they are expected to do. Here's a tip. Use a checklist to set up and clean up the treatment room. Put an outline of the steps on 3 inches by 5 inches, 7.5 centimeters times 12.5 centimeters, index cards, or create a task list on your phone or other electronic device for easy reference. Did you know? A bolster can be a rolled-up towel or blanket in a pillowcase. Comfortable pillows are also important to a client's neck comfort and make a difference in how relaxing the facial is for the client. Check in. What are a few guidelines to follow when setting up single-use supplies? What are a few instructions you will need to provide to your client before the service? Properly clean and disinfect the treatment room. Now that the facial setup has been reviewed, this is a good time to discuss the cleanup procedures, even though the facial procedure has not been performed yet. It is helpful to learn and practice each phase of a service before moving on to the next step. Practice the steps outlined in Procedure 7-2, Post-Service Cleanup and Preparation for the next client. This way you can focus on the procedure since you will already be familiar with the pre- and post-service steps. After completing the post-consultation with the client, be sure to record the client chart notes and write up retail sales. Then prepare the room for the next client, or clean the room in preparation for the end of the day, Figure 7.21. Remember that the order of the cleanup varies with each facility's guidelines and that infection control procedures improve as laws and technology evolve. As discussed in Milady Standard Foundations Chapter 5, Infection Control, Principles and Practices, there are two methods of proper infection control. Method 1. Clean and then disinfect with an appropriate disinfectant. Method 2. Clean and then sterilize. Figure 7.21. Refresher on cleaning and disinfecting implements. In addition to reviewing Milady Standard Foundations, Chapter 5, Infection Control, here are a few other cleaning and disinfection considerations and reminders. Wear gloves for all procedures to prevent contamination and protect hands from strong chemicals. Wash hands after completing infection control procedures. Wash and disinfect all synthetic brushes, tweezers, and other non-disposables. Implements are multi-use items and include tools such as synthetic brushes, tweezers, and cum-done extractors. Change the disinfectant to comply with the manufacturer's directions and infection control regulations. If required, record on a dated log when the disinfectant is changed, Table 7.1. To avoid cross-contamination, roll the used side of linens and sheets inward so the dirty side is inside the laundry bundle. This also helps keep product and hair off the floor and saves cleaning time. For additional cleanliness, do not let linens or other items touch your clothing before or after use. Turn off the table warmer if used. Clean the wax machine and turn it off and unplug it at the end of the day. Disinfect the steamer and magnifying lamp. Disinfect the bottom tray and the inside of the towel warmer after removing all used items. Disinfect any other equipment that was used and turn it off. Clean all containers and wipe off dirty product containers with a disinfectant. Clean all counters, sinks, surfaces, and floor mats with disinfectant. Appropriate handling of single-use items. Caution. Check with the appropriate regulatory agencies about extraction laws and the disposal of extraction supplies. Soiled items such as gloves and extraction supplies must be placed in a covered waste container. While in use, single-use items must be placed on surfaces that can be disinfected or disposed of, such as a paper towel. Keep the clean supplies separate from the used ones. Take out only what is needed for each service. Disposable extraction lancets go in a sharps disposal container. Check OSHA and state rules for proper handling. End of the day cleanup. In most facilities, estheticians/students are responsible for the cleanliness of the treatment rooms. Estheticians must be prepared to clean up areas they use. Be sure to alert the manager about areas of the facility that may need repair or deep cleaning. Cleanup procedures are regulated by regional laws, so be aware of these regulations. Follow the end-of-day checklist outlined in Procedure 7.2, Post-Service, Cleanup and Preparation for the Next Client on page 290. You now have a good idea about how much work goes into preparing for services. Once you have a good setup and all of the tools needed, it is easy to stay organized and work efficiently. A clean environment is necessary for client safety and to comply with the laws of your local regulatory agencies. Clients will be confident in your ability and feel safe in your hands when they know your facility is clean. Keeping the room organized is necessary for a smooth, efficient operation. Now you are ready to welcome clients. The other chapters will cover facial, waxing, and makeup procedures. Check in. Explain how to avoid cross-contamination when cleaning up linens and sheets after a service. Perform pre- and post-service procedures. It is easier to keep track of what you are doing, remain organized, and give consistent service when you practice setting up. Practice should be applied to a treatment room or station and a supply trolley. Review of proper procedures for cleaning and resetting a room. both for between clients and at the end of the day, is also imperative. Following are 2 practice procedures to master each of these activities. 1. Pre-service, preparing the treatment room, and 2. Post-service, cleaning up and preparing for the next client. Like an actor rehearsing their lines, repetitive practice will enhance your performance as an esthetician and increase your value as a skincare professional. Procedure 7-1, Pre-service, preparing the treatment room. Check your room supply of linens, towels and sheets, and replenish as needed. For the first appointment of the day, preheat your towel warmer, towels, wax heater, steamer, and any other equipment as needed. Time needed, 10 to 15 minutes. Materials, implements, and equipment. Please note, actual products will vary depending on the client's recommended treatment plan. Additional equipment and supplies to consider is mentioned earlier in the chapter. Equipment. Facial equipment, treatment table, stool, towel warmer, steamer, magnifying lamp. Trolley. Client charts. Close-lid garbage cans. Supplies. 2 twin-size flat bed sheets, backup is needed. EPA-registered disinfectant. Hand sanitizer and liquid soap. Dish soap. Mixing bowls. 2 bowls of warm water, without sink in room. Handheld mirror. Spatula. Hand towels, 2 to 4. Linens. Bolster. Pillows. Facial cape to drape the client. Single-use items. Disposable or synthetic brushes, 2. Gloves. Esthetics wipes, 4 inches by 4 inches for cleansing, or disposable sponges. Cotton rounds or squares. Cotton swabs. Makeup sponges for application of masks and makeup. Headband or protective cap. Plastic bag. Paper towels. Spatulas. Tissues, unscented. Products. Eye makeup remover or cleanser. Facial cleanser, 1 cream and 1 gel. Masks. Moisturizer. Serum. Astringent/toner. Sunscreen. A. Review the daily schedule. 1. Review your client's schedule for the day and decide which products you are likely to need for each service. Make sure you have enough of all the products you will be using that day. You may have to retrieve additional product from the dispensary. This is also a good time to refresh your mind about each repeat client you will be seeing that day and their individual concerns. 2. Retrieve the client's intake form or service record card and review it. If the appointment is for a new client, the client will need a new intake form. B. Equipment preparation. Time needed. Preheating equipment can take up to 15 minutes. 3. Turn on the wax heater as needed. Check and adjust the temperature. 4. Preheat the towel warmer and put in wet towels. Note, towels should not be dripping wet. 5. Preheat the steamer. First check the steamer water level, it should be just slightly below the fill line. If necessary, refill the steamer. Follow the manufacturer's directions for care. Refer to Chapter 10, Facial Devices and Technology, for steamer information. 6. Preheat any other equipment needed. C. Prepare the treatment table. 7. Wash your hands with soap and warm water before setting up and touching clean items. 8. Place 1 sheet lengthwise on the treatment table. 9. Place 1 hand towel lengthwise on top of the sheet at the head of the bed. Lay out another hand towel for placement over the décolleté on the upper chest area, if applicable. 10. Place the second sheet lengthwise on top of the first. 11. Fold the top 1/4 of the second sheet back horizontally. Then fold the sheet diagonally across the bed. 12. Place a blanket on top of the linens to keep the client warm and comfortable. 13. Have a clean headband and gown or wrap ready for the client. 14. Have a bolster and pillow available. D. Setting up supplies. 15. Check to make sure the disinfectant is ready. Wet disinfectants are filled and changed according to the manufacturer's instructions. Check to see that the strength is maintained by regular refilling. 16. Place supplies on a clean towel, paper or cloth, on the clean and disinfected workstation. Put out supplies in the order used, line up neatly, and if any supplies or products are uncovered, cover with another towel until you are ready to use them. 17. Set up the professional trolley with supplies and disposables. See the list of materials needed and the visual for reference. 18. Dispense only the amount of product needed for the service. E. Setting up the dressing area. 19. Arrange a clean robe or spa wrap folded on a small table for the client to change into. Note, for a facial bar, clothing is not removed. 20. Have cold water or tea water ready for the client. F. Preparing for the client. 21. Organize yourself by taking care of your personal needs before the client arrives. Stretch, use the restroom, get a drink of water, return personal calls, so you can focus your full attention on their needs. Remember to turn off electronic devices to eliminate any distractions. Take a moment to clear your head of all your personal concerns and issues. 22. Referencing procedure 5:1. Proper hand washing located in Milady Standard Foundations. Wash your hands before going to greet your client. 23. Your client has arrived. Proceed to follow the steps outlined in procedure 8:1. Pre-service. Prepare the client for treatment. Procedure 7:2. Post-service cleanup and preparation for the next client. Time needed, 10 to 15 minutes. End of service checklist. At the end of the service, the esthetician must clean the treatment room and ready it for the next client. 1. Create an end of service checklist that works for your space. Not everyone will complete the post-service steps in the same order. 2. Place all soiled laundry linens, towels and sheets in a covered receptacle. 3. Discard any used disposables into a covered trash container. 4. Disposable extraction lancets go in a sharps disposal container. Check OSHA and state rules for proper handling. Did you know? Do not put wet brushes in a closed drawer or container because moisture may cause mildew and not dry properly. Lay brushes out to dry, covered with a clean towel before storing in a closed container. 5. Wipe down all equipment with an EPA-approved disinfectant. 6. Clean trolley and workstation surfaces. Clean and disinfect the bottom tray and the inside of the towel warmer after removing all used items. 7. Reset products and disposable items and replenish clean robes and spa wraps. 8. Use an antibacterial dish soap and warm water to wash the used bowls. Rinse and dry thoroughly. 9. Change linen on the treatment table. The end-of-day checklist. At the end of the day, be sure to follow these procedures. 1. Complete the end-of-service checklist and check the schedule for the next shift or workday. 2. Use an end-of-day checklist to make sure you do not forget anything. 3. Turn off and unplug all equipment. 4. Leave the towel warmer door open to dry and empty the tray underneath before cleaning and disinfecting it. 5. Clean anything that has not been cleaned after the last service, including the equipment, bed, sink, counters, and doorknobs. 6. Refill all containers, supplies, and the steamer. 7. Check floors, sweep or mop as required. Check for wax spills. 8. Empty waste containers. Replace with clean trash liners. 9. Remove personal items from the area.